Hey everybody, Bernie DeSantis here with Insignia Training Partners, bringing you a mustache moment. And mustache is actually looking pretty good today, having a good mustache day. So listen, I know I've been talking a lot about death lately, particularly, obviously with my dog, which sucked. And I oftentimes talk about suicide prevention and such. And, obviously I don't want to be a downer. Um, and I'm going to do it one more time, and probably won't be the last time I talk about suicide and or death. But this weekend I am taking part in the Out of the Darkness walk here in Detroit. If you don't know, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, or AFSP, does a charity walk every single year to raise money for suicide prevention and awareness. I have personally walked the last 2 years, so this will be my third one. And the reason that I walk is because I have personally been impacted by suicide. I lost my best friend to suicide a little over 20 years ago, Christopher George Bailey, rest his soul. And it perhaps could have been prevented, right? I don't have any guilt around it anymore. I did for a long time, admittedly. But it could have potentially been prevented had I know then what I know now, right? So things to look for and how to have those conversations. So, with that, I'd like to actually ask two favors of you if you are seeing this video today. The first ask is in support of my walk. I'm asking you to donate to my walk. You can just click the link here in the post, whether it's $5, $10, $20, whatever you can do. Any amount helps to support a great cause and an organization that looks to prevent suicide. The second thing that I want to ask is, well, I also want to bring awareness to a virtual event that I'm hosting. The event is going to be on Thursday, November the 14th at 4 p.m. Eastern. I've done this event a few times now actually, once per quarter on average. And it's called Let's Talk About Suicide, because we need to. Taking the time to educate yourself about what suicide risk looks like, what it sounds like, what mental health concerns look like, could quite literally potentially save a life, right? Of maybe someone that you love and someone that you know and are very close to. And perhaps maybe even save you, right? We all struggle with things in our life. So, death is a natural part of life. Again, it's oftentimes lead to grief and guilt and things like that for the people who survive a suicide in particular. But it is generally a naturally occurring part of life. But someone choosing to end their life is not a natural thing, and there are ways to prevent it. So again, those are my two asks. Please donate to my charity walk this weekend. Just click the link in the post. And secondly, would love to have you attend our Let's Talk About Suicide event, because we truly do need to talk about suicide and educate ourselves so that we can potentially save a life. So thank you in advance. I appreciate your attention. I hope you enjoy the day and have a great weekend ahead. That's your mustache moment, everybody. See you next week.